The Tsuut'ina Nation.
The nation was once called Sarsi and consisted of 5 bands each led by their own chief: Big Plumes, Crowchilds, Crowchief, Old Sarsis, and many horses. The spoken language of Tsuutlina is Athabascan Dene. The language is considered endangered with only 150 people identified as having knowledge.
Prior to the signing of the treaty in 1877, Tsuut'ina Nation resided on approximately 196,464 kilometers squared of traditional territory. The Tsuut'ina Nation currently resides on Treaty 7 land, bordering the southwest of Calgary. The current land use is approximately 280 kilometers squared with a population of 2,439 tribe members. In 1877, Chief Bullhead signed Treaty 7 reluctantly, ultimately leading to a major loss of traditional land. The Tsuut'ina peoples once traveled different parts of their territory to trade with neighboring nations, as well as the Hudson Bay Company trading posts. The nation most commonly used the Crow's Nest Pass for travel. However, this has been greatly impacted since increased industrial activity such as mining. Today, the Tsuut'ina Trail has been added to connect the reserve to Calgary. Although nearly 80% of the tribe agreed to this, many were very upset by the infringement on traditional land. Pictured is Seth Cardinal Dodging Horse cutting his braids to represent the loss of land that was intended for future generations to preserve and hold. Historically, in 1815, the traditional hunting grounds were between the Red Deer and Battle River. By 1850, the Sarsi Nation moved farther south along the Bow and Red Rivers. The Tsuut'ina Nation used the Crow's Nest Pass for large game animals during all seasons such as buffalo. In winter, they concentrated in the bottom of the valley at Crow's Nest River. The hunt and its products gave rise to and supported complex social, political, and cultural institutions. Due to the arrival of Europeans, the buffalo were in high demand, leading to a rapid decline in population and famine amongst Plains people. This, along with diseases brought by Europeans, pushed the Tsuut'ina Nation to rely on the treaty agreements in hopes of survival. These famine and loss of territory were only part of the horrors brought on by colonialism. Residential schools were created to assimilate and destroy all indigenous cultures. Children were forcibly removed from homes and were forced to attend schools that aimed to destroy the Indian in the child. Today, indigenous peoples are still healing from the damage caused by residential schools. Today, the band is governed by an elected chief and councillors. The current chief is Roy Whitney Onespot. The nation also has their own schools on the reserves: Chila Elementary, Tsuutlina Middle School, and Tsuutlina High School. In 2007, the Tsuut'ina Nation opened Grey Eagle Casino just outside Calgary city limits. The land was once located within the city, but was ceded back to the nation in the 1990s.